What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. What's up, guys? I am actually coming at you from the mobile setup, right from the parents' house, as I'm having my son visit grandma and grandpa today. So let's go ahead and get into XRP in here, guys. As we can see, we have already potentially recovered close to 50% of the entire run that we'd had just yesterday, right, or a couple days ago in that the Trump pump after the Trump dump, right, guys? All right, so this is what the price is looking like here in the bi-hourly time frame. So why don't we just go ahead and see what kind of power we have towards that upside by observing volatility versus momentum in the more immediate short term all the way up to the potentially the medium term. All right, guys, so what we're noticing here is that the 10-minute time frame absolutely had a big push towards that upside, and that's kind of what we want to see here as price action does correct. We want to see that it's not so parabolic, right? We don't want to see like a straight shot towards the upside immediately so that it can crash down quickly, right? This is probably the best thing that can happen in this point, okay, guys? So right now we're noticing a little bit of resistance here at the 253.96. Nice push to the upside. This is likely to cascade into the 15, even 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. 15 minutes still has a little bit of upside. We are getting that signal of breakout here from the linear volatility index. And please notice here that we have volatility now spiking above 15 percentile and also the 10%. So this is actually looking pretty damn good for a continuing move or a continuation move towards the upside. Notice here that the 30-minute time frame is also getting a crossover above the moving average, and we're noticing that stochastic momentum also has a pretty nice pitch towards that upper bound, approaching the gravitational zone here of stochastic momentum, right? That's looking pretty damn good. Let's see how this is cascading into the hourly time frame so that we could determine some more moves here. All right, so the hourly time frame still has around 34 minutes to close, 35 minutes, right? We still have an upside posturing and getting close to that gravitational zone on the top end. I'm noticing here that we're not quite getting that expansion that we are looking for just yet, but I imagine here that it's going to be completely up to the immediate short term to cascade into that hourly time frame volatility domino effect, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that bi-hourly and see what's up, because I imagine that this volatility signal is probably going to be great around the 8-hour time frame, but let's just go ahead and validate that as we move here. Okay, so yeah, bi-hourly time frame also getting a little bit of a contraction here, but it looks corrective, right? It looks like we may start getting that in that expansion phase soon. Notice here too that we still have an upside bias on both the moving averages inside of the stochastic momentum. Now the 3-hour time frame, that's looking a little okay, right? So we definitely have a nice upside posturing. This definitely doesn't look the best here, but it is still expansive, right? It's still in the critical zones on top, right? The critical would actually be inside of the 90%, but it's close enough right now. The 4-hour time frame, let's take a look. All right. Good. This is definitely in critical expansion and definitely still has an upside bias. Looks like we actually may continue towards the upside here in regards to this 4-hour time frame. Of course, immediate short-term time frame pullbacks, that's that's given here. 6-hour time frame, yeah, upside bias on this and also expansive, looking good. 8-hour time frame, same situation, right? Upside bias on that, or corrective upside bias, and then that's going to be closing here in about 5.5 hours, and this is a new corrective pivot with complete expansion, right? 12-hour time frame still has a little bit of a kink in there, so I would say that maybe it's going to be around 12 hours of upside, maybe even into the daily before we can experience a little bit of a pullback here. So let's find out what that is, right? So we would get about 21, actually this year here, 21 cents of the 12-hour average true range, right? So average true range, that would lead us towards a $2.66 zone. So we're not quite done with that target just yet. It feels like we could actually start breaking out. And the reason why I think it could make the 266, 267 is actually found inside of the more immediate short term, like a bi-hourly time frame, right? Take a look at this here as you're noticing a potential bull flag kind of happening, right? So now if we measure that with if we measure that traditionally, right, just the top end here to the very bottom end, I guess we're gonna have to use that same damn bar. So now approaching this from the top area here, this would actually give you your next top side target. So in this case, guys, take a look at that, right? We're noticing here that this thing is taking us to right about 266. We're at 265.50 right there. So we were just talking about a mathematical probability of getting ourselves into the top end of a 12-hour time frame upside, right, guys? And that's giving it to us right here. Current ATR top 12-hour time, $2.66. Statistically, mathematically, theoretically and psychologically using that bull flag, right? So very, very interesting times with that as well. All right, so now let's look at the daily time frame volatility, see if we can catch ourselves some more upside. I want to see what else we have, right? Daily time frame, it's a little weak here. It's consolidating, right? No problem, but we are coming out of what could be a potential, my goodness, man, what could be a potential tweezer bottom, and also an hammer candle, right? So that's not bad, right? Candle analysis. All right, so the bi-hourly time frame is still looking like it has potential continuation here. Now, I will say that this, in essence, still kind of looks like a very large head and shoulders, right? The last time this shoulder was here, but then we exceeded this candle right on the Trump pump. That candle actually exceeded the 50% of the entire range, so that makes it a little difficult to determine. So if we were to continue towards the upside and yet again invalidate this formation, then there is a way to kind of get that measured, right, guys? So that would be something along the lines of this here. So we would use this potential neckline here, right? I know that there's a mess in here, right? So just bear with me for now. We'll draw that trend line from the neckline all the way to the top of the head, and then from here we would apply we will apply that price objective towards the top side of the right-hand shoulder, and this would be giving us a target of around 451. It's interesting here. But if there was any asset that has a probability of moving towards an upside, it would be XRP, right? It definitely looks a little bit better, and it looks like it's outperforming the markets in general too. I know that BTC is also doing its thing right now, right? So BTC also does have a pretty nice recovery. Oh my goodness, man, come on. Wow. All right. So today we're just not going to grab anything. Okay. So yeah, it has a pretty nice upside here. Definitely a nice daily time frame hammer candle. So it could lead towards a continuation towards the upside. Observe, guys, we got to observe BTC in order for us to determine the continuation of price here for XRP. And it looks very similar, right? 3-hour time frame does have that critical expansion upside bias on the stochastics, right? 4-hour time frame, same situation, very nice upside pivot. In fact, this feels very likely for it to continue towards an towards the upside here pretty soon. In fact, I do think that there is kind of a topside target to look at using just your measured move here based on this little strategy here. It looks like 91,443 is in line for BTC. The better part of around the next, I would say 5 to 6 hours maybe, and continuing upside here into the 8-hour and potentially into 12 hours total time. So that, yeah, it's looking okay, not bad. Current ATR would be $3,800, $3,900 on the 12-hour time frame. So that would be, man, yeah, that would be 87, plus the $3,800 or $3,900. That would put you at, guess where? 91,125, and we are talking about a 91,443. Again, in line, right, guys? And looking pretty good. So 90, yeah, you guys already know. So yeah, it's kind of validating here the move for XRP as well. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty damn good, right? So this would actually indicate that XRP would be reclaiming the inside of this channel here, and that if that's the case, then there could be an invalidation here. We may actually be witnessing here a potential fake out. That was a fake out play, and then this is now reclaiming the inside of the channel. I guess we're just going to have to find out what the deal is here, team. But yeah, so I just wanted to bring you this update here, guys, from my parents' house. So if there's anything you would like to ask me, go ahead and reply to me. Put it down in the comments. Let's find out what you have to say, okay, guys? Let me know your opinion. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Tariffs, everything included, right? But yeah, guys, I think this is a pretty good place. If anything, hit me up. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well. A very, very good rest of your night and or day. And I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team.